Yes. The characters of the story. Get your face in this! Sarah, Freddy, and the Dark Man. I look stupid, but I don't care.
And Princess Olaf.
You will be reading this also, just saying. Sarah wakes from a dream. She writes in a book. Woo! Freddy comes in to get her, ready for the hunting. Sarah and Freddy is talking about, I don't even know right now. There is a picture of them, but you will not see this because I did not draw it yet. Right. Walks out of home, blinded by the lights. Head down the town, passes broken homes, and walks to the wetlands by the edge of the ocean. Fishing, the sun comes down, head back with what caught. Woman and dress questions the supply. Freddy tries to tell why. Freddy comes home to get... And I wrote this! To get Sarah ready for the next hunting. Walks out of home, head downtown. Waves! Not walks. Waves at the folk. Going out fishing again. Nighttime. Sarah dreams tossing and turning. And dreams of her in an ocean. By herself under the calm waves. Why are you so emotional? Moon shines above. She awakens and begins to write in her journal. Woo! Sarah, already a Freddy surprise, walks out and sees the folk all becoming sick. Yes. Checks on them. Sarah stays behind to care. Freddy goes out to hunt for the town again, but very worried. Sarah is fine for now. Freddy and Sarah talks about the cause of what the Dark Man has done. Does he come in the story? Well, obviously. Sarah continues to care for the town as Freddy fishes. Sarah becomes sick too. Plot twist. Woo! Yes. The next day, folks become sicker. Sarah's alright for now. I'm trying to read. Anyways, excuse you, interrupting Princess Olaf. Sarah and Freddy argues about him leaving. I don't think I read that completely, but you interrupted me with your ghastly fumes. Sarah begins to cry, but understands and hugs him before he leaves. Freddy packs some food, blah, blah, blah. Leaves out to the ease on a horse, blah, blah. The horse does not have a name because I was too lazy. Sarah waves him goodbye, and the town is like behind her in the background, like background people are in movies, waving goodbye and not even caring and not knowing what's going on, like normal people. Anyways, chapter 2.
Trotting along the place.
Come on, I read chapter 1. It's like the longest chapter. Come on, Princess Olaf. This kitty cannot wait any longer.
Shut up so I can read. Alright. Trotting along the plains to the south. Sun beating down on them. Still riding the horse day and night, blah, blah, blah. Still riding the horse day and night, blah, blah, blah. Freddy comes up to the tundra area. Stuff, blah, 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 blah. Stuff, blah, 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 blah. Speaks of tundra, writes info. Comes to savannah. Ooh. Writes info to it. Oh, of it. My bad.
It's okay.
Goes south and comes to rainforest.
The rainforest.
Talks of it.
It
You
talks
said
about
in.
it. Shut up! I know what I have written. small story of rainforest. Very small
There
story.
writes about it. Comes to estuary.
I don't know how to say this word, but it's an aquarium-like thing.
Speaks of it. Something bad happens.
Woo! But
Whole
what?
chapter journey into the month.
Yes, it does. In 1 month, because we're going to travel the world in 1 month, because the story can't be that long. Okay, children are going to be reading this stupid thing. Go on.
Chapter 3! Why?
Guys, your face is like...
Okay. Story comes back to Sarah and the folks. Day 1. When Freddy left, Sarah makes an attempt to fish.
To fish!
Sarah has conversations.
Ow, I cut myself.
I did too.
Go on.
Where was I at?
I peek.
Sarah has conversations with folk. Misses her brother very deeply. At night, Sarah thinks and hopes her brother is okay and safe. No dreams come. Yet. Day 2. Sarah again makes attempts to fish, but cannot carry the fish back to the folks by
She's
herself.
weak.
Some of the well folks come and help. Blah,
Blah, blah,
blah, blah.
blah, blah, blah. Hey, I read this!
Hey!
I read this chapter! Don't take my fame away!
There's like one thing left in my chapter.
Oh,
Idiot. You're the one that wrote it. Few days of that repeats day 1 and 2.
Yes.
Story comes back to Freddy. Repeats what happens in the short summary.
Oh,
Ends
shit.
up chapter there.
You're gonna take that paper and I shut this one. Anyways, chapter 4. Here we go. This chapter talks about the Darkman. Ooh. The Darkman kidnaps Freddy. What? Takes Fred to his lair. Throws him into a room. It appears to be an office. Because, you know, nowadays offices are like the worst and the boringest place on earth. You just don't get an office job. If you dare! If you dare! I will laugh at you. And I will say, I told you so when you get bored and pass out and spill coffee on yourself. Anyways.
Go into detail there.
Yes. Very detailed. I'm poetic.
I see.
And Irish. Anyway, the Darkman takes Freddy's bag and empties it into the table. Or onto the table. I am terrible at reading. Looking through his stuff, he comes upon the journal of Freddy's information.
No way.
Yes way! It's right here on the paper. Oh, yeah. Which is written. With anger, the Darkman speaks to Freddy, throwing his bag against the wall, slamming his hand on the desk. And there goes the phone!
That didn't happen.
The whole conversation is there, and a whole bunch of questions, angry, you know, towards Freddy. The Darkman leaves the room. While Freddy is tied up, he begins to look around to find an escape rat. And yes, there's a picture there, and there was another picture in the beginning. I kind of forgot to tell you that, but I'm pretty sure she didn't read about her pictures.
That was pictures? It didn't say pictures.
I forgot just to add the pictures, I believe.
Oh, there's no pictures.
Well, you know, it says a lot of blah blah. So
I see that.
I don't know what to put. Okay.
Write pictures. I mean, draw pictures. Or
Anyways, what was I? Yes, man returns demanding more questions and answers. Threats Freddy's life with hard work. Destroys the world with him. Freddy refuses. Freddy fights the dark man when he escapes from the ropes, finally escaping the room. But the building is very confusing. It looks like... I don't like this lighting. I felt that. Anyways,
I felt that too. I know I'm
not
bad. Never mind.
knowing how to get out, he begins to run one way and another. 'Cause I'm gonna get ya. One way or another.
It's a fan. I don't know how to work this thing.
Press the light.
You can turn that. Oh! That's better.
Good enough.
Okay.
Anyways, it's like Pac-Man, if you remember what I just said, because I don't. Still trying to get out. Stuff happens. There's a whole bunch of lines on this paper I'm not going to show you, because you don't need to know. Runs through a door, light blinds his sight. Chapter ends there. Sadly, I know. It's so very creative. I'm not done, it's on my page! Anyways, Chapter 5! I'm gonna lose my voice. Repeats the escape. Freddy looks around trying to find which way to go. He grabs his... That's supposed to be compass, but I swear it almost says condoms. Okay! And hopes for the best. Yes, he might get laid, I guess.
I guess so.
It's supposed to be a compass. He's going to find his way to the whorehouse. But this is now not going on to the internet. Anyways, where was I? Walking in the middle of nowhere, he strives to get out. To get back to his sister, hoping everyone is okay. Gotta get dramatic, even though you're the queen and everything. Fighting for his life, he comes across a river of fresh water. He begins to drink as he thirsts because he's a thirsty little boy.